Picture this, it is our second day at the beach's Turks and Caicos Resort, and we thought we had everything planned to a T. Aiming for lunch at Barefoot, everyone said you have to get there early because it's very popular, so of course we did just that and showed up 10 minutes before opening. Since opening was at 12:30, we arrived promptly at 12:20, and guess what? The line was already ridiculously long, and we ended up waiting 30 minutes just to sit down at a table, 20 minutes to take our order, and another 45 minutes to get our food. At this point, my kids were waiting outside in the hot sun and are ready to eat the sand on the ground, which made waiting for our food feel like an eternity. Then it hit me. There has to be a smarter way to do this. And guess what? There was. The next day, we just relaxed by the pool. The kids were living their best lives, and we ordered the same delicious lunch from Barefoot and enjoyed it poolside. No lines, no waiting, no relocating. And that's the thing I love about Beaches Resort. It's huge, but you can really customize your vacation to adapt to you and your family. They make everything easy and flexible so you can spend less time on time-sucking logistics and more on making precious memories with your family. And that is exactly why I wanted to make this video. I wanted to share all of the ins and outs, the best spots to grab a bite to eat, and the smarter ways to plan your day so that you can make the most out of your dream family vacation. So one of the things I really love about this resort is that there are basically no rules. You can pretty much do whatever you want, and we learned that very, very quickly when we decided to order takeout from our favorite restaurants and just eat them by the beach or poolside. So you can order from any of the a la carte restaurants that are open during the time that you are placing your order, and there are two ways to do this. The first is to have one person from your party go to the restaurant when it opens to place the order and then pick it up when it's ready so you can enjoy it wherever you are. The second is to use your butler to place the order for you at the restaurant, pick it up, and deliver it directly to wherever you are on the resort. The butler service is an additional cost, but if you do have the budget for it, I do highly, highly recommend it because it made everything about our vacation so much easier and more relaxing. For example, we were escorted to all of our reservations and activities every day, and your butler can help with making any arrangements for your vacation, including reservations to restaurants, events, activities, and also set up a private cabana by the pool or on the beach so you don't have to rush out first thing in the morning to get beach chairs. One of our favorite hacks that we discovered was combining buffet-style eating with dining at a la carte. Now you're probably wondering, why would I need to get food from the buffet if I'm already dining at an a la carte restaurant? And the reason is simple: kids. If you have kids, this is a game-changing hack because it will make everyone so much happier. The kids are happy because they don't have to wait impatiently for their food to arrive, and the grown-ups are happy because they can enjoy a relaxing sit-down meal without waiting impatiently for food. So if you're trying to decide between buffet and a la carte and which one is better, personally, I much prefer a la carte restaurants to buffets for many reasons. But the two main reasons we did mostly a la carte over buffet, even though buffets are much easier and more convenient, is because one, is very easy to overeat when you're at a buffet because there's just so much variety and no one feels good after overeating. And that's the last thing you want when you're on vacation, in my opinion. The second reason is that the food at the a la carte restaurants, to me, just tastes a lot better and more fresh tasting because it's made to order. But if you do decide to do a buffet, go for the a la carte stations that are inside of the buffets. This is a great hack that a lot of people don't know about. If you decide on doing buffet style with your family, check out the a la carte stations such as the barbecue station at Arizona's or the pasta making station at Giuseppe's. These are great options because you can customize a made-to-order dish that's both tasty and fresh, and it's like having the luxury of a la carte with the convenience of a buffet. Since this resort is so vast, it is easy to get overwhelmed and waste a lot of time getting from one activity to the next, and then to a restaurant and back to where you were stationed. So what really made things much more relaxed for us was planning our days ahead of time and arranging all of our meals and activities within one area, so we didn't waste a lot of time commuting from one place to the next. For example, if you are planning a pool day at the French Village, you can do lunch at Giuseppe's, and you're only a 5-minute walk from Pirates Island Water Park too. So that is another activity you can kind of tack on onto your existing day of plans at the French Village. If you are traveling with kids, but you are craving some one-on-one time with your partner at night, I wanted to share with you some of our personal favorite things that we did at Beaches Turks and Caicos to give you some ideas of things that you can incorporate into your dream vacation. So if you're coming here with your family and you're wondering if there's anything to do here with your partner, I am happy to tell you that there are many incredible things that you can do together. After we put the kids down for bedtime, my husband and I would walk around the property to explore and try something new every night. There are multiple adults-only pools and hot tubs around the property that are open late if you wish to use them. There is usually live music that you can enjoy in different lounge areas throughout the property. You can also grab a treat and a coffee at Café de Paris, relax in the cabanas that are facing the ocean and the pier, or just do some stargazing together. Guys, the sky here is so clear and luminous on this island. You could see every star in the sky when it's not obstructed by clouds. It was one of my favorite things to do with my husband. And by the way, we did bring my amazing mother-in-law with us on vacation, so we had an extra pair of hands to help us out and someone we trusted to stay with them at night. And if you can do this too, it is such a game changer. Before coming to Beaches Turks and Caicos, my husband and I watched several different videos of the resort and did a lot of research to figure out the top activities we wanted to do together as a couple and also with our kids. I used Notion to create a custom schedule to outline our plans for each day that we were there, which made it really easy to plan our day and change our plans if we needed or wanted to. An editable itinerary gives you the flexibility to change your plans as you discover your likes and dislikes. For example, we realized we much preferred the a la carte restaurants over the buffet on day one and decided we would only go to a la carte restaurants moving forward. So as much as we wanted to try all of the restaurants, we made the decision to change it in our plans to adapt to our preferences. It's also very helpful to have an editable itinerary with small children, especially if your children still take naps like ours currently do, because you can adapt to their schedules with a lot more ease. Another reason I love using Notion for this is because it's an app that syncs your computer and your phone, so you can easily access the app and change your plans on the go. Since this resort is so vast, it is easy to get overwhelmed and find it difficult to figure out where to stay and what to do, which is why I highly recommend lounging in the French Village during the day, especially if you have small children. And the reason for this is because the French Village is central to almost all of the major attractions and activities, such as Pirates Island Water Park, Camp Sesame, and it's just steps away from the beach. We had a private cabana by the French Village pool for 2 of the days that we were there, which we loved because the pool also has a small tot-friendly pool connected to it, making it an ideal location for the whole family. So my daughter was swimming with my husband or my mother-in-law in the main pool, and I would be splashing around with my younger son in the small tot area. If you have small children that nap during the day, I would recommend doing a separate day just for the pool and water park and a separate day for the beach, because doing everything all in one day can be overwhelming within the short window of time in between naps. And personally, it made our days a lot more laid back. The grown-ups were happy, the kids were happy. It was just a lot more fluid and easygoing that way. If you're traveling here with children of any age, from toddlers to teens, you will find so many fun and engaging activities to do with them and that they could do on their own. If your children are a little older, there is an arcade and games house, a video game room, kids club, and so much more. For toddlers and young children like my kids, there are an abundance of Sesame Street events and activities that our kids loved, and I would highly recommend, and most of these are free of charge, such as the Sesame Street Party Parade, which happens weekly, the Sesame Street daily shows, which happen every single day of the week, I believe, except for that one day that the Sesame Street Parade is happening, and character events such as baking cookies with Cookie Monster. There are also some activities that are an extra fee, but in my opinion, I think are so worth it. So some of the activities that we did was the Sesame Street Character Breakfast and the Sesame Sunrise Yoga experience, which I did together with my daughter, and it was so much fun. We had Grover join us for a mommy-daughter yoga class, which made it even more special and memorable for us. It was definitely one of the highlights of our vacation. The resort also has 2 Camp Sesame locations on the property, so if you don't have an extra pair of hands with you like we did, you can register your child for the camp if you wish, where small children up to the age of, I believe, 4.5 years old can explore and play. Okay, so because the property is so vast, you're probably wondering, where is the best place to stay? So I'm gonna recommend 2 different locations based on budget. So if you're on a budget, the beaches property in Turks and Caicos is divided into 5 different villages. And if you don't know the difference between them all, it can be challenging to decide where is the best place to stay. So here's my tip. If you're on a budget and you're looking to save money, then I would recommend staying in the French village. That's because it's very central to everything. Not as loud and not as busy as the Italian village, and it has a beautiful landscaping and ambiance throughout the entire property. You still get access to all the same amenities and restaurants no matter where you stay on the resort, but being central definitely has its perks. On the other side, if you have the extra budget, I would highly recommend staying in a villa in the Key West village or in a waterfront villa, which are just spectacular. And I would also add on the Butler Service. So at first we thought that the Butler Service was a total gimmick, but it turned out to be a very personalized and very beautiful experience that made our lives so much easier. And we had 2 butlers that were working with us in rotations, and we loved both of them so much. When it was time to leave, my daughter didn't want to go home and was begging me to stay with our butlers on the resort. So that just goes to show how much love they put into this service, and it just made everything just so much more enjoyable for us. Okay, so I've already mentioned many times that this resort is huge, so you definitely want to save a map of the property to your phone as a picture to help guide you while you're there. It makes getting around so much easier, especially if you don't have a butler helping you out, and by day 3 you will already be an expert at navigating the resort. So take the first day to walk around and explore the different villages. It's a massive resort, but everything is very intuitive and organized in such a way that by day 2 or day 3, we didn't even need the map anymore. So I'm gonna leave the link to the map in the description of this video so you don't have to search for it on their website. If you're not great with maps or directions, you will love that the Boardwalk is a straight path along the beach that connects all 5 villages together. So you can easily and quickly navigate to wherever you want to go. It is also my personal favorite scenic route to take, especially during sunrise and sunset. So you can do some sun gazing as you walk from one destination to the next. And personally, when I'm on vacation mode, I just want to take my time, enjoy the scenery, and just live a very slow-paced, relaxing lifestyle. So those are my top insider secrets from our family vacation to beaches, Turks and Caicos. I really hope that you found this video helpful. If you are planning a family vacation to this resort, you'll have everything that you need to know to have the best vacation ever in this video. I'll also link the resort's website in my description box below so you can check it out if you're interested, and also check out any of the events and activities that they have going on a regular basis. Let me know if you have any questions about the resort in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you so much for watching.